I've looked at plans for so long and so many different iterations and planning shelving and all that to actually see the walls go up is so exciting. Wow, we are coming into the middle and upper school area. Shelving will actually be here and all around, and seating and some soft seating for them too. So lots of exciting things. We'll have supposed to have a touchscreen board on that wall. This hallway here is coming from the upper school, and there will be glass here so that we'll have lots of light coming through. I think I'm most excited that there are many more spaces for classes to be and students to be, and more flow into like the student center, and we're sort of more attached to all these different areas because there's sort of a direct line from lower school and we're attached to upper school, and there's the student center and the auditorium. There's so many different pieces of the campus, I think, that are really more connected. So that's exciting. Well, our entrance coming from lower school and our lower school reading area, we'll have a checkout here. We have a bathroom now, which is very exciting on the other side over there. We have a computer lab this direction. Our picture books for our youngest ones, all in lower school, all those kids will be over here under the windows, and in the floor we'll have mobile shelving in some places. Whatever's in the floor will be mobile, so that's kind of exciting. We'll have tables and chairs here again for our lower school kids. We'll have a board on the wall here, just like in the upper school area, so we'll have one too. Nice thing is that the way it's designed, we were able to sort of design some smaller kinds of classroom spaces that we don't currently have here as well. There is a separate computer lab, which is great, but we also then have an area in the middle and upper school that could be a classroom space that will have a board and we'll have spaces for them to work. There's another smaller area in lower school nonfiction that connects to middle and upper that also could be flow for kids to work individually or a small group to work, so there's lots of options. All the shelving that's in the middle of the floors will be castered, so we do have some options for flexibility sometimes as well, which is nice because we haven't had that. So it gives us many more ways to be able to use a space creatively. And this is our archive space will be on that side, and then a workroom space on this side, so that will be, there'll be sort of shelving in between. Yeah, it really was two spaces, but I had them take the wall out so that we could access it a little bit better. So there'll be shelving in the middle to divide the two, and then a table like for working for archive people who need to get to materials, which are actually a lot of people on campus. Sports things, marketing things, there's all different kinds of things, yearbook. Lots of things that we need to access the material for, but we also need a better space to keep it safe. I think one really nice thing about the new space is how connected it is with the auditorium and the student center, and then the upper school and the lower school, and even the middle school to a certain extent. Even though they are cross campus, it's still going to be a space that they will spend a lot of time in and gravitate to. There'll be new green spaces, so all of that, it really not only brings us together community-wise, but it also is great for the library because it reminds kids that we're there. It's so important for them to know. It's so important for them to have time there. And I like the fluidity of the space. The library's not closed off. There's no door between it and the student center. The flow flows directly in. The shelving goes right into the student center. So I think that's really good. I think it's good for kids to see that, and I think that's more in keeping with how our kids should be using the library and what we should be doing. So, yeah. Looks like I'm going to be serving tacos or something from that window, doesn't it? Here's your lunch.